Hello, YouTube.
Hey! We're still here. We're still playing Castlevania.
we.
Still trying. Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say we are doing this remotely for the first time in a while, actually.
Yeah, we're trying something new with Twitch, and seeing if this works out for us. If it's a total a catastrophe and the final viewing experience for the file is not that great, that's fine. We can do it as we did before with Neo in the future. But for now, let's try Twitch.
Yeah. So, we stopped off at stage 4. Which one was this? Was this the? Oh yeah, this was the one that was like a remake of the Castlevania 1 area with the two-story prison.
Yeah.
Man, what a great like visual design this whole game is.
This also feels strikingly similar to a stage in Curse of the Moon, which we played last year for the channel. There's a level in the Bloodstained companion game that is almost exactly like that first room there.
So
where
no, go ahead.
where
Sorry.
where the scissormen show up for the first time.
What was I gonna say? I started playing Order of Ecclesia.
Oh yeah, okay.
The first time ever. I feel like they took a lot of like. That was an EGA game as well, right?
I think that was a EGA production, but I'm not 100% on that one.
Because I feel almost like he took a lot of elements from that game in particular for Bloodstained Ritual of the... What is it?
Ritual of
the Night? Yeah, like, not just because like the protagonist is like this female with... But she's also kind of like endowed with magic powers, kind of artificially, so it feels like somewhat similar to what like he took inspirations from that, or like that's kind of what he wanted to make, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know much about Order of Ecclesia, but I do know that the runes that the main protagonist of that game uses are really similar to the Shardbinder stuff.
Not only that, but
Miriam has,
as you go around, you rescue characters, and then they come back and they end up like being your shop owners and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that there was a similar thing like that in Ritual of the Night, right? With the NPCs. Or were they mostly just quest givers in that game?
They were mostly quest givers from what I could. Fuck! This is not fun.
You know what? It's funny. I never had trouble with these armor dudes. Like I always just wait and destroy their axes. Like I'll anticipate the throw.
So yeah, the best way to deal with them, honestly, is to start from a standing position and to switch to a crouch. If you see them, and switch out to throw low. But when you have the ball and chain overhead, it's a whole different ball game. It's not too easy.
You heard, Matt. Don't get married, guys. You don't want to have that ball and chain
stuck to your leg. That's
yes.
That's not fun.
Also, I saw this video yesterday. Apparently, there's a dude who's trying to create Symphony of the Night demake for the Sega Genesis.
Okay. All right.
Demakes
are pretty fun in concept. I've only really seen much of them in concept with Pokemon games, but You could do that with, in theory, anything and have fun with that, yeah.
Yeah, it still seems like it's pretty early on, but like it's really cool how they have, you know, reinterpreted some of the visuals with less colors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also even like the audio chips, like creating the Symphony of the Night tunes with Sega's audio chip. This is pretty fascinating.
Yeah, I'll go with the fuck it.
I know. Really hope they, you know, see it through to completion. Because that'd be a pretty cool little experiment. Realistically, like back in the day, it wouldn't have been possible just because the cartridges could only hold so much memory. But in terms of
like doing this on a actual Sega Genesis cart, I'm not sure whether or not that's even possible. But
well, you'd be able to do it with like these days with, you know, the cards that take in like SD cards. What do you call them? But like back then, it's just you wouldn't be able to like load enough ROM chips on the actual circuit board. It just in terms of content, but reinterpreting the functionality and the graphics to be able to run on the hardware.
Neat. Yeah, I should have kept with the book. Okay, no, I'm fucking rusty. I'm not doing well.
Ugh. Was this like?
Sorry, go on.
Was this like this was the first Castlevania to do this kind of a violent, bloody death, right? Animation?
I believe it was. I can't work. Well, did this come out before or after Bloodlines?
Before. A year before.
Okay. And yes, I think this is the first one to really crank up the gore.
Oh right, yeah, Bloodlines did get pretty violent. They're like, hey, look, we don't have to. We're not making our games for Nintendo anymore. We can actually. We can actually be edgy now.
Yeah, we can do whatever we. It's a real no one can fuck with us anymore kind of energy.
Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Extreme violence.
Hey, I fucked up the jump and
man, these are annoying. The way they spawn.
I'm not sure if they're even gonna stop now that I've hit the switch by accident.
Oh, that's what did it? The switch?
Yeah.
Just mad dash for it, man. God.
Yeah. There's not really anything else.
Hey, you nailed that though.
Yeah, not bad for a sick man, huh?
Not bad for a desperately
ill guy.
Man, you have more control over your jumps here, right? What are these?
These I'm not sure.
Maybe they lead you to an alternate path if you get like the right combination.
It's possible, but for the time being, I have to make sure there's no distractions.
Yeah, and like we're not really going for the alternate path right now, anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah. 1 sec, I'll take like 30 seconds to dick around with this.
2, 1, 3.
One, 2, 2, 3. Both in the middle did not work. No, I'm not sure what's going on here with these, honestly. Could try and look into that later.
Yeah.
I think this is the barrel segment. How many fucking lives? Oh, I got a couple lives.
One. Oh, right, I remember this level. Yeah, this one's a bit tough.
I think I think I actually took the harder path because the path that
right
here from the right is the barrel section.
Oh, was that when you pushed that button and went up the stairs? Was that
That's the alt path, yeah.
Where it diverged?
Mm-hmm. Shouldn't have even bothered doing that. If I'm to be totally honest.
I think it was a Portrait of Ruin where you can play as one of those armors as like a bonus mode, you know, like
it's fun.
After you beat the game, if you do a certain thing, like in Symphony of the Night, you get to play as Richter.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that. There is a Richter mode in Portrait of Ruin as well. There's also an armor mode where you get to play as one of these fuckers.
No, I didn't even know about that. That is brand new to me.
Ah, what? When they rush you, that's like pretty imposing.
Yeah, I think my only option there is to backflip actually.
Hmm.
Okay, let's fucking.
Yeah, and it spawns you at that entrance too.
Yeah. Let's crush the rest of this stuff, probably. I do appreciate, in regards to Rondo, the fact that the difficulty it does feel like a reasonably gradual progression. Like there's not this huge power gap between stage 1 and stage 2.
Yeah.
Like, you do get the chance to kind of lean into this. The only reason why I'm being so choppy is because I don't think that I've played since the last time that we recorded.
Yeah, and you've only played this level probably once through?
Something like that. Somehow.
Yeah, guys, this isn't this isn't like Castlevania 1 where it's like, hey, this is one of your all-time favorites and you've beaten it lots of times before. Like, you haven't even gone through this game yet, right? All the to the end?
I haven't beaten it quite yet. No.
So, yeah, so
here, let's take the other path. Let's show off the other path.
Yes. Let's for the benefit of our viewers, let's do that.
Yeah.
I also can't help but want, like, as far as you've gotten before you died, you probably missed out on at least one wall meat, right?
Yeah, I'm not.
Because
I'm not 100% on the location of all wall chicken.
Right, so like that's worth exploring too, especially if you're like, you know what, I don't have as much health as I'm comfortable with. Might be worth swiping at a few walls.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I am trying for the walls. Just I'm not
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off.
Man, these skeletons are relentless.
Yeah.
They're worse than the ones in Johnny Pompadori.
Oh, they are.
I definitely ripped off this idea.
What, like this, specific, like, segment?
No, just skeletons throwing bones at you.
Skeletons throwing bones at you, yeah.
And I made sure that they aim right for you, so you can't stand there and, you can hop over top of them probably, right? Of course, if those are like platforms, they'll probably squash you.
Yeah, I think the ceiling does squish you if you do try to pull back.
See right here, I was gonna say, this looks like exactly the type of spot I would put a wall chicken.
Yeah, and lo and behold. Wall chicken.
Man, the trajectory of these fireballs is so annoying.
It is, but the axe is a perfect for these guys. It's set up pretty well.
So Order of Ecclesia is a pretty tough game, actually.
Yeah, I've heard that it's actually pretty wild.
Like it compared to Portrait of Ruin, it's giving me a run for my money. I'm having to like grind up a little bit and rethink my strategies quite often.
Mm-hmm. I love the fucking what is it? The flea man on the giant bowling ball.
Yeah,
it's so comical.
I like the blood stains. These balls are blood stained. Oh, careful.
There we go. Okay, there we go.
What?
Backflip adds so much to this game in a way that's easy to like that's easy to miss.
Yeah.
It's such a small addition to your jump arc, but the platforms in this game are set up in a way where a little bit of jump height can sometimes make all the difference. So it's really nice.
Yeah, that probably. I mean, it was probably all very meticulously designed just for that. They were saying, "Hey, you know what would help here is the backflip. If the player can have the forethought to actually do that." And
there we go. There we go.
This tomb was originally in part 3, right? I think.
I think there was a room like this in Castlevania 3, but don't quote me.
No, the music though.
Oh, this? Oh, yeah, probably. 3 is one that I have not played quite as much as some of the others.
But this tune is definitely like one of the ones that became like a mainstay. Not quite as much
absolutely.
as Vampire Killer or Bloody Tears, but still like you hear it and it's like, oh, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
It's that eyeball.
Vampire Killer and Bloody Tears are always going to be the 2 biggest ones.
Simon's Quest had a lot of great tunes, though I really wish more of them were reinterpreted for other games. Like, the dungeon theme in that game was really, really good.
Yes, Simon's Quest had a couple problems, shall we put it lightly.
Right.
But the game did introduce some good music, so I can forgive it for that.
See, it would be a great game to remake with a bit more, you know, focus on modernizing the design choices in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But before something like that could happen, Konami would have to start actually caring about their video games again.
Yeah, well...
And if they did a remake of it and it's anything like the last couple of Contra games they released, then probably better off without it.
Yeah. When pigs fly, my friend.
Yes.
Well, there have been rumors going around of Metal Gear, Castlevania, and Silent Hill getting new remakes, but I feel like that's the kind of rumor that's been floating around for infinite time, so everything needs to be taken with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that that Sony may have actually commissioned a new Silent Hill, with Hideo Kojima running it.
Oh.
Which would pretty much, I guess, just be doing something that was originally supposed to happen and then went unfulfilled. But hopefully, it would be some. Whoa.
Yeah, that's how you handle this. Yeah.
I don't remember if or how I tackled it originally. I definitely wouldn't have just tried to tank it, or maybe I did try to tank it, and I was like, I don't know what to do here. But like you said,
That's one of my few criticisms of this part here is if you come across no way because you can still whip it. No, never mind. No, you can get through with no hearts and no damage. You just have to have the forethought to go like, hey, I can experiment with
right.
What if I whip these ball and chains?
Right. But see, like, I don't know. It's like a trap. You wouldn't normally think to attack a trap. Like, to attack a level... Oh, wait. Is that gonna blow up on you? Oh, I think it's an alternate path. Sure. I think it might blow up a wall and let you,
I don't think I've found this before. I'm gonna try and whip it.
Alright, whip it good. Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know about that at all.
But now you can't get up there. Oh, well, no, you still can, but yeah. Yep. Let's see where this leads us.
Nights. Yep.
I still think it's kind of comical how they chase after you. Like, it would.
No, yeah.
It would be greatly aided by like a kind of scream.
It is pretty good. The fact that you can never predict what their movement arc is exactly going to be is what makes those eyeballs so intimidating.
Yes.
Holy fuck, that was from off screen. Do you see that?
Yeah. Okay, so we seem to have like a couple of seconds of delay. That's okay.
That's not so bad. That was from right off screen. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Let's just keep going this way. Why not?
Did it just me or did it set us back quite a ways? Can you
set us back quite a ways?
Can you hit that eyeball like while it's down on the ground when it's first spawning?
No, I don't think you can.
I would definitely. That is what I would be trying. Yeah, it's only a little bit weird, like, to hear you react to things that I haven't seen happen yet.
Yeah.
Be like, fuck, and then you'd get hit afterwards.
What's he yelling at? Everything is going well. What's going on?
Yeah. Right off screen, what are you talking about? Oh, there it is.
That.
It was, actually reminds me, I met up with Alex, like, back early summer, at a, like, and he wanted to watch the soccer game.
And he hit you with a ball and chain from right off.
No, he threw an axe. He threw an axe at my face.
Right off of your field division.
Yeah. And so we were on the patio, and I guess the soccer game that he wanted to watch, like the broadcast was a little bit delayed at this bar. So we would hear like all the screaming from the bar across the street right before something big would happen. It would be like spoilers. It would be like, yes! And we'd be like, oh, somebody's gonna score a goal, and there it goes.
Someone's gonna get something, yeah.
So yeah, it was like having like a 2-second spoiler from across the street for the whole game.
No, that's good. That's pretty good parallel, yeah. Fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, you just have to be patient with it, I guess. Or, you know,
getting to the wall here and trying to save hearts is a bit of a hassle.
Here we are.
You know what? We're doing alternate routes later, anyways. Let's just go up the ordinary way for now.
Yeah. The thing is, like, you never know how much of an alternate route this is, if it's gonna take you to the B-level boss, or if it's gonna take you to just a different route in this same level. That's...
Yeah.
You have to kind of experiment and know. What is with that?
Not sure. I can't whip it.
Is there anything, like, in the air that you can whip there, maybe? I don't know. Doesn't matter now.
All I know for sure...
Pre-boss... I love this tune.
All I know for sure is that we've made it to the boss.
You can definitely hear the lesser sound quality here because they used the PC Engine's chiptunes for this instead of CD Redbook audio. Just because, like, it's such a short piece of music and they had to play it quickly. But it's super creepy. Actually reminds me a bit of the compositions in Metal Gear 2. Like the one for MSX.
Yeah.
And we got the headless jouster? Lancer?
The Madulahan, yeah.
Is that a mythical creature? Like a popular, iconic.
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know how well known you would consider the Madulahan to be, but he is a classic, like gothic horror monster.
Yeah, he's not popular enough to be a persona.
Fuck. Not quite. No. I don't think there's a Doulahan persona, but maybe I'm just.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if he was designed with holy water in mind. Maybe it'll stun him or something. Maybe you can stun lock him like you do death in Castlevania 1.
Was that how I beat him?
Yeah, we stun locked him with holy water and like he was totally helpless.
I totally forgot.
Which apparently I've heard since is a notoriously like viable strategy for him.
Hey Meg, and anything's fuck off.
Man, that's sorry. Go ahead.
And anything's a good strategy as long as it works, frankly.
Yeah. Man, it's so like the trajectory of that holy water is so huge. Like if you shoot it from above, it just there's no gravity at all. Like it just goes exactly in the diagonal direction that you throw it at. Oh, this is Phantom Ganon, isn't it? That's why he's
Yeah, that's basically it. Oh, I can't fucking duck that whatsoever. That's just no good at all.
That's kind of cheap. Like,
well, you have to be elevated for that part. Like there, for example.
Right, but like,
elevated.
Yeah, it's kind of a cheap thing that you can't dodge that by ducking.
Yeah. No, yeah, this is a cheap franchise. It's a game built on bosses that are unfair and really mean.
Man, it would be nice if if it detected that you're at full health and gave you extra hearts instead. Like when you get wall chicken.
Yeah. No, that'll be fun.
All right.
This one's for all the marbles.
Yeah. Do or die.
Do or die.
Let's go with the do and not the die.
Please and thank you.
Ooh.
Yes! See, I'm trying not to get too greedy, but I am a bit of a greedy guy by nature when I play games like this. Well, I try to get my high DPS in.
I know what you mean. Okay, I'll let you focus on it though.
We're pretty neck and neck for the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I anticipate the fact that the holy water can travel way further than you would expect it to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you jump too high.
Fuck! Right off the edge.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Like how he did a little roll there. That was just not reaching, eh?
No, that.
Okay, that's not a good. That is not a viable option.
No. Okay. Now I just got to do it frame perfectly every time.
Yes. And you can't hit his head, right?
No, it doesn't do. It really doesn't do any good with it. Okay, that's fine.
At least the fire has a little gravity. Actually comes down once it's off the platform.
Fuck!
Yeah, no.
I can't be going for the backflip there. I'm not learning my lesson.
Change character. No. Hey, you want to do a kawaii playthrough with Maria?
Rondo of the Dead. No, I'll go. I think this will be a
Rondo of kawaii cuteness. Now
we might just cut to the end.
Maybe. Now, so far we haven't rescued any of the damsels, right? Aside from Maria?
No, just Maria.
So are they all in alternate paths?
I am a belief so, yes.
I know one of them is at like the swamp/underground level.
Yeah. I know the very one that you're talking about, because you have to go under the stairs to save her.
And there's only one other one, and then your G friend, right? Which is his Richter's girlfriend who got kidnapped by Shaft.
Oh yeah.
And she's in the final level. You have to get a special key for her. Watch out for those things.
Or you can just let Shaft kill her. Do whatever you want. It's your game. Really.
Yes. You owe her nothing.
Nothing. Not even a dignified death.
Nope. You didn't want to get killed by Shaft. Shouldn't have gotten yourself kidnapped.
In the first place.
Yeah.
That's what Mario always tells the people.
Yeah. Speaking of which, you were talking about the barrel section.
Oh yeah, that's a fun section. I was thinking of the section that wound up being the
bowling
ball section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
no, there is a barrel section too.
Is it like the first level of Donkey Kong?
Not quite.
Nope.
I am afraid not quite.
I mean, you know, it is a little suspect that you have these gorilla-like skeletons throwing barrels at you. Like,
it's almost a copyright strike. Not really.
Well, Nintendo were the ones who went to court against Universal to prove that King Kong is public domain, or should be public domain. So, can't do shit about that.
I was about to say, Nintendo's gonna be fine. They'll win whatever court case they find themselves in. But if it's against someone as big as Universal, then I'm not so sure.
Yeah, they did win. Because,
there you go.
I mean, Universal were the ones who originally petitioned for King Kong to be public domain so that they could make the movie out of it. And then they tried to sue Nintendo. So yeah, their case was pretty bad. And Nintendo's attorney at the time who did that was named Kirby, and that's whom they named Kirby after. The lawyer. Jack Kirby, I think, was his name.
Jack Kirby is the Marvel comic book.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Nintendo.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I'll be okay.
John Kirby.
John Kirby. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, this game would really benefit from giving you like just a few more iframes after you get hit.
Maybe one or two, yeah.
So that you're not bouncing from one attack to another. This is fun. Careful.
Fuck me. I messed up my back.
Jeez, man, everybody can jump in the air and then just push themselves into a backflip right from midair.
That's why there's so many Belmonts.
So many what? So many what?
Belmonts.
So I'm nearing the last part of Dracula novel now.
Oh, okay, there you go.
With John. No, not John. Sorry, Quincy Morris being quite a prominent character in it. John Morris's father, I think, right?
I believe so. I read the Castlevania. I read the Dracula novel up to like the first 3 or 4 chapters. I didn't finish it, but I believe Quincy is the father of John.
Well, John was a Castlevania character, so he's not actually in Dracula.
No, okay, gotcha.
He's the guy from Bloodlines.
Right. The guy who gets the vampire killer.
Yeah, they established that the Morris bloodline is related to Belmont, but not.
It's close enough. You can use the whip. It's fine.
Well, then Portrait of Ruin establishes that not close enough, and it drains them of their life and stuff. Ugh. Sorry, folks. Got a very loud noise caused by my antivirus just now. I'm so like, whoa! What does that do?
It slows me down.
Did it damage you as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can't just like be like, ah, fuck it, I'll let it hit me and just wait till it plays its course.
No, try not to do that.
If he's more than half a screen across, and he summons those weird icicle things, just stay on the other end. Don't jump on the platform. Yeah. It would be.
Yeah, it's just Phantom Ganon. You're absolutely right. Yeah. I have a gamer sin to confess to you. I haven't even beaten Ocarina of Time. Back when I was a kid, I got stuck on the Fire Temple, so I just went, fuck it.
And you've been bitter about that game ever since.
Well, I don't know about bitter. I just think it's not as good as Majora, but you know, that's a battle that will go on. Like I've come to terms with the fact that I'm not going to win that battle.
Ah.
That's okay.
We'll have to restart the level now because you didn't catch the stone in the midair.
That's right.
I'm just gonna
Fuck yeah, Devil Flies by Night.
I'm just gonna really quickly stop the recording and restart it just so that we have that one saved. So can you pause it for a sec?
Oh yeah. Got it.
Such a weird and like oddly cheerful tune. Like there's almost like
a little bit.
Like it's almost
What's
got like
that sound that just came out of my mouth. It's like baby,
That's
That's the sound of a sick man trying to go, I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be.
Like, there's like a bounciness to this tune. Yeah. And I mean, Castlevania has always had like a rock elements mixed with neoclassical.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, this one seems almost like way more on the rock. Way more rock and roll and way less classical. Nothing wrong with that, just doesn't quite capture how it's like, shit, you know, the things are actually gonna get hard.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just trying to motivate you a little. It's like, listen, we're gonna kick your ass, but don't give up.
Well, to be totally fair, the final level in Castlevania 1 has possibly the most underrated track there. So,
well, yeah,
like just for how fucking cool it is. So.
Right? Yeah, it's definitely like empowering.
Whoopsie doodle.
Were those the red skeletons with the maces? Did they ever make an appearance in any other Castlevania? I don't seem to recall them.
I don't believe so.
They're pretty cool. It's a shame. Like, we'll love to see them in one of the Metroidvanias.
The final level for Castlevania 1 is the one that goes and then it keeps the pace from there. Yeah. Really empowering, fun track.
Right? Yeah. Like it's which makes sense because like what the hell? What did you just do? You killed Death.
Yeah.
And now it's the final push, and it's like, listen, I just fucking killed Death. Nothing can stop me now. Like, can you hit those arrows in midair?
I think so. Maybe. Not sure. Probably. This game's pretty lenient with you being able to hit projectiles, which thank goodness.
Yeah, I don't... See, I think this is... oh, there we go. Ah! Man, imagine.
Yeah.
Can't hit those projectiles.
You know about the secret here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember much about it, but I remember there was one there.
Gotta break the engine.
My boat!
And then after you break it, you get that juicy wanna.
Mm-hmm.
And this man just has a gun.
I know. He's like... He's like, listen guys, this guy's gotten way further than we expected him to.
Let's just shoot him with guns.
Yes. Isn't that just what every Shinji Mikami game does these days now? It's like... Horror, horror, horror. Oh, let's throw sticks of dynamite and guns at the enemy.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's pretty valid. I ran into a glitch in this room once where one of the archer skeletons here ran off screen. Couldn't hit him, had to reset.
Ah.
That's real. That's real as shit. And now for this mini boss.
Right. Does it insta kill you when if it catches you, or am I thinking of a different game?
No, yes, you're thinking of this. It's a insta kill here too. Okay. So now I just got to do it frame perfectly every time. There you go.
Well, thankfully it doesn't just register your hit for 1 frame. I think probably holds it there for a few. Like when you whip something, while your whip is extended, it'll try to register hits for that entire duration.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is mighty kind of them.
Mighty kind of them.
At least these guys die on 1 hit.
Yeah. Axe, thank you. Yes, please. This is the perfect segment for the axe.
That is exactly the sub-weapon you were axing for, right?
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, and then we got these big boys.
These dudes are fucking cool.
See, like
I love.
They reuse so many enemies in Symphony of the Night. Sorry, go ahead.
I love how incredibly inconsistent Castlevania is with its technological aspect, because like 90, maybe 85% of the time, you will get a cast of bad guys who are like classic horror monsters, where it's like, oh, you got your werewolf, and you got your evil vampires, and so on and so forth. And some Castlevania games will just be like, let's also just throw in a guy who's wearing power armor, just like really break up the tradition. Then fucking Aria of Sorrow comes around, and this game also comes around. Let's throw in some guns, just out of fucking nowhere.
Well, they had muskets.
Well, yeah, they had muskets, but when it comes to Aria, like, you have all these classic horror monsters, then Soma's walking around with a fucking pistol.
Yeah.
And it feels super weird.
And of course, let's not forget Bloodlines and the Gear monster, the Metal Gear.
Yeah, a fucking literal Metal Gear a monster. It's the sort of thing that if it was like, it's fun. It's fun to throw these things in there. If this was a different franchise, and if I was a pickier, more uptight kind of person, that might be something that I would look at and go, oh, it's inconsistent, like, I don't like it. Mm-hmm. But when I see weird shit like that show up here, I actually don't mind it. Like, I actually, I think it's kind of funny.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff about Castlevania where it's like they threw out the classical European, like, you know, chronological accuracy a long time ago.
Yeah.
And just the fact that it went for this, like, super anime, like, shonen aesthetic almost with Richter and how he's designed.
Yeah.
It's not exactly how dudes dressed back then, I don't think.
Most likely not.
Jeez. Matt just coughed up a lung. You have an extra lung there?
I do, I got 2.
I mean, the remake of this game, the Dracula X Chronicles, like, actually seemed to try and make a more accurate, like, European attire for the characters. Which I will admit doesn't actually look as cool, but it was interesting.
Do you know what is cool? Me beating death on the first try. First try, baby, first try.
Yes.
Let's do it. Here's a little tricky. Fuck! Here's a little tricky. Some people don't know about the fight with death. Use your sub-weapons during this first segment. Because in the second phase of the fight, he blocks projectiles. So just dump them all into him now.
Yes, he is a tricky fuck.
He is a tricky fuck. Now the key here is to try to minimize how much you're running around, because those sides are gonna track you anyways. So you don't want to accidentally run yourself to the edge of the stage and fall off and die. The ideal way to handle this is to try and keep yourself centered and dodge the sides as they come. Easier said than done in many instances, of course, but still, it is something to try to do.
Why is he so hard? Isn't he like the first enemy of the game?
He's the first guy you fight. He should be a big, easy punk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look how fast I killed him here.
Don't.
Ish.
Don't, stay vigilant, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. No.
Don't let your guard down yet.
No,
or,
you're right.
Or, you know, with this game, don't let your guard down ever.
Period, yes. Whoa, he is fuck!
He is a fuck.
He is fuck. He is a real quick one.
And there's... I like that they actually send you to a different screen, though. It's a nice touch.
Yeah.
Do they... There's no way of recovering from that, right? Like, you can't land on the platform on that second screen and then make your way back up there?
No, I think you're screwed.
So it's just for presentation?
Yeah.
That's neat.
Just so we can drown Richter instead of cutting him in half.
You know, Richter, considering you're a vampire killer, like, by blood, yeah, basically. Might have been a good idea to learn to swim when you were little.
No, Belmonts hate swimming. For some weird fucking reason, they refuse to learn to swim. And I can't wrap my head around it. What if you have to fight a big evil fish man, Richter? Wait, you do? You're just lucky enough that they jump out of the water every single time.
Dracula's the one who's actually vulnerable to water, so being able to swim would actually be to your great advantage.
Yeah.
Just flood the castle, but no.
Yeah, that's something that not everyone knows about the classic mythos. Traditionally, vampires can't swim.
Yeah, and they can't pass running water, apparently.
Yeah, they hate running water.
Which was how Christopher Lee's Dracula was defeated in one of the movies.
No.
Can't remember if it was the first one or the one where he comes back.
Ah, bitch!
Ah, bitch!
Please excuse me.
Matt really embodies the character.
Right.
When Richter dies, Sorry, go on.
I have about 2 more tries here. Let's try and make this go. I think I can beat death.
You can do it!
I can do it. This isn't my first time beating a Castlevania game here on the channel. I think I have enough practice at this point. Beaten 3 of them. Well, Curse of the Moon, I guess, counts as a Castlevania game.
But that one, either way you put it, it's not nearly as brutally difficult as a classic Castlevania game.
Oh, no. Last Halloween was me taking it easy, thank you very much. Curse of the Moon 8. That's no Rondo of blood. Let me tell you that.
I mean, there were, you know, things you could do, right? Like you could ignore the side characters or even kill them. You could, you could make the journey harder for yourself.
Well, fuck off. Yeah, there's always a catch. The hardest way to play that game is to ignore all of the side characters, because if you kill them, then you get a power.
You get their powers, right?
Yeah.
The
hardest way to beat that game is to ignore everyone.
All right, so for this one, I'm just gonna let you focus.
Okay.
And not chit-chat about Curse of the Moon so much. You can do it, man.
I do love Curse of the Moon, but perhaps for now I should focus. Man, Death is a real dickhead sometimes.
Death is a bitch.
Okay. Okay. This is pretty good. I only took one hit.
Stay focused.
Yep. No, he's just hanging out back there for about 10 seconds. Now you gotta be careful. Here comes the swing. I can swing. Whoa, hey! Oh, Nelly.
Oh, Nelly. Ah, okay, that's what you meant?
Yeah. He just blocks everything.
And yeah, so there's no way to hit him at all with sub-weapons.
Just fucking whip him, dude. It is a straight-up one-on-one duel.
Oh, man. You know...
No weapons code. No subs... Yeah, dude, the fucking decapitation!
Nice.
It's so good.
And you got an extra life.
Did.
I do think it's kind of funny how, like, Death just bombards you with, like, all these sickles and stuff, and then suddenly he's like, you know what? Time for, like, fisticuffs.
Yeah, time for a man-to-man.
And it's not even like... Oh, hold on. Cutscene.
Such a fine girl. Surely the blood of a beautiful woman will quench the thirst in my body.
Stay away from me! Stay away from me!
What are you afraid of? In exchange for your blood, you can gain eternal life and beauty from me, can you not? Please, it's a simple matter. I get what I need, and you benefit as well. And then together, you and I shall reign over this world.
If it means becoming a savage, I would sooner kill myself.
As you wish. However, what exactly makes me a savage? If my existence itself makes me savage, is that not the result of this world? Are not all the people of this age savages as well? If so, I should be a shining beacon for what this world wants me to be. The one to lead them. Do you not agree?
My Lord Count.
What is it?
There are intruders in the castle.
I see. Destiny can be quite fun at times. They've likely come to interfere. I hope you'll be in a better mood later.
Save me. Victor.
A way to guilt us into rescuing you.
Stage 6, A Nightmare Reborn.
This is the sort of a boss rush.
Yeah, I haven't beaten this yet.
From, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to go back to stage 1 and try the alternate routes before we move on here?
Yeah, might as well.
Alright, hello to you too. We are playing Castlevania. We are starting a new playthrough of Castlevania Rondo of Blood, as you can see.
Please ignore all previous footage.
Yes, we pretend like we didn't beat death.
I'm Matt, and he is Eric.
I am Eric, and we are a couple of clowns, that's what we are.
I've never even seen
I know, I was gonna say, that's the first time I saw that swing.
They do a big, like, weird overhead swing. It's so goofy.
I know.
It has no range. Can't hit anything.
I mean, they're literally the first enemies of the game. Well, aside from death, but yeah. You know, that's not very good for the spine, dude.
No.
And you can't even engage your core if you wanted to.
This ain't so bad because now we get to go back to stage 1, which means divine bloodlines. Which, let's be frank, one of the best tracks in the whole franchise.
Yeah, it's definitely like this game's Bloody Tears. It's the track that, like, where it's like, what's the one standout original track from this game? It's this one.
It's fucking divine bloodlines.
Like it's everything else that's awesome. Like this game has some awesome music, but most memorable of it is the stuff that's like reorchestrations from previous games.
Mm-hmm.
Although
not this track though.
Although not for nothing, like there are actually some really banging tunes all throughout this game. Like I don't think there is a single bad track. Like
Castlevania in general, like it's its OST is always fucking top notch.
Yeah, it's like listen.
Now I say that, but wait till someone shouts at me and it goes, Castlevania Adventure for the Game Boy and 3D music. Thank you very much. And I'm like, okay, sure, maybe like most of the tracks that I have heard in the games that I've played, which is quite a few of them, have some great tunes.
No, you just gotta drop down.
Yeah, you just gotta drop down.
Which, again, like, most people might not even discover that. I mean, they'll be like, oh shit, I don't want to die, so I'm just gonna go back. I know this one. There's an annoyance in...
Well, it bounces off the wall, fuck.
Yeah, these things were so annoying in the Metroidvania games. Little spores or seedlings or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
But
now you can see the little hint here where the statue is going. Just go back to where you came from.
Yeah. A little more subtle than the skeletons in Curse of the Moon.
Alright, boss, now you're gonna go this way now. Hey, you figured it out.
What? They don't clap for you afterwards?
They don't. I'm feeling very unappreciated right now.
I know. And pointing is rude anyway.
That's right.
I love this, like, you have to get up on, like, what would you call it? The water...
Oh, yeah.
Essentially the system that hauls water up to the town, basically, as far as I can...
Yeah.
No,
I can't recall the actual formal name either, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. The well, it's all part of a big well.
Yes. Well, aqueduct, reservoir.
Yeah.
Hey, Dracula, come fight us here.
Hey, guess what? This fucking boss is cool. So.
I know,
Look, it's a big worm in the background.
They squeezed so... And you can see the castle that's your ultimate destination.
Yes, sir.
They squeezed so much out of the graphics engine for this game.
Yeah. Now, I choked for just a tiny second there because it's been so long since I fought him. But what you're supposed to do is stay under the sea serpent here for when he breathes at you. Like so!
Cool.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, that coil is tough because it is traveling. You can't just be like, oh, I'm in the clear now. I just have to stay in this one spot. It is slowly shifting forward as he coils up. The alternate routes in general for this game, I think, are a bit tougher, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like the sea serpent here, for example, is tougher than the wyvern. For the normal run of stage 1.
Yeah, really like the alternate routes here, but it's like you don't get to hear Vampire Killer. What?
You don't get to hear Vampire Killer. That's true. Why even bother playing the game? When
I know.
Vampire Killer. The axe is really the way to go for this fight, but you know, I'll go in with the cross. I suppose I'll go in with the cross. 3 lives, okay.
You can do it. It's still technically level 1 boss fight.
Yes.
Yeah, just be patient with it. Hit it once.
Don't get too crazy.
Yeah. Don't get too greedy. I know all about wanting to maximize the DPS, but
yeah. I have a bad habit where I play hard games, but I also like to play games fast and loose, and that's not a good combination.
Yeah.
Hard games should not be played fast and loose. They should be played slowly and carefully.
Especially ones as deliberate as Castlevania, where like everything, like just the fact that you have such a slow stride is an indicator of how methodical and deliberate it needs to be played.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, for a first comer, it might be really weird. It's like, why is it so, like, why can't you run? But it's like,
there's a good reason.
Yeah, it's like, because it's not a good idea.
That would completely break the balance of the whole game. Like, every boss fight is set around you having a specific movement speed.
Yeah, but also, like, if you could run, you would stumble onto so many things that it arguably wouldn't even make it easier. Okay. Nice try.
He ain't so bad.
They had to, like, create a whole new set of sprites for this, like, half-decaying version. Just for that 1 second. Oh no, Richter's dead. Look at him. Was floating helpless in the air.
You know what? I'll do breaking through the front later.
You what?
I'll do breaking through the front later.
Later?
I'll call it for you.
All right. Alrighty. So while Richter does his little breakdance,
that's right.
We're gonna call it a day here. So we are basically tackling the B route of Castlevania Rondo of Blood now.
Yeah. For next time, I'll make sure that I memorize all of the routes for the I'll make sure that I memorize all the routes to stay on the alternate path, because there are ways because there are ways to beat alternate levels in a way where it sets you back on track.
Yeah.
For the main for the main route.
Yeah.
So make sure to have that all memorized for next time.
Alrighty. So this, yeah, let's call it there. Then this is, I am Eric.
I'm Matt.
We are 21st Century Arcade, bringing you Halloween goodness as always. Take care, folks.
Take care, folks. See you later.